everybody, Johnny B. Good here. Welcome back to Blue. Finally, Blue came home. Oof, oof. Blue, I tell you what, Blue. I was having a hard time driving without you. You know, Blue, I have been taking you for granted. After driving those trucks over there for 2 trucks, even just a mile away, it made me appreciate Blue so much. Oh, I'm glad to be back with Blue. Anyway, everybody, Johnny B. Good here once again. Welcome to Green Bay, Wisconsin. The local time here is 2:25 p.m. Today is Monday, December 1st, 2014. Temperature here is 10 degrees. Wow. 25 days till Christmas. And guess what? I got me set for going home for Christmas, so yahoo! Right now I am on my way to Hopkins, Minnesota to deliver a load for 7 a.m. to Super Value. And boy, I forgot all my pickups and pre-plans, but I will access them later when the time permits. Alright, which way you gotta go? Well, we gotta take 41 north. 41 north to 29 west. All the way to Eau Claire, Wisconsin. This weekend, this vacation time, so much has happened, so much going on, and yet quite uneventful. Reason I say that is, well, this weekend I was really blessed with a very calm spirit. So much peace in my heart, and to just, I don't know, man, I can't explain it. So much has happened, and yet I don't know, it just really, the Lord has helped me and blessed me with a calm spirit. My wife and I and the kids, we have bonded really well this trip, this weekend. Everybody seemed to be very happy, except Tampers. Tampers was quite mad this morning when I left. He wouldn't even look at me when I walked out the door. He ignored me. It's amazing how dog can show their disapproval or, you know, their disappointment, and how they can disapprove. But everyone else, I mean, Tampers was really happy all weekend long, except for the moment that I was leaving the door. He always could tell when I'm leaving out the house. When I'm packing out my backpack and all my stuff, he knows exactly where I'm going. And that makes him really, really sad. But all weekend long. Oh wow. It just I got 2 postcards and got 2 mails in the P.O. box with Janessa and Carlos, and a Christmas card. I mean, that, man, I tell you, it just, and oh, by the way, my wife cooked some awesome food. You know what I wish, though? I wish my wife was not camera shy. I gotta figure this out. This is a whole new exit and a whole new route right here. Alright, we gotta get on the far right lane. I wish my wife was not as camera shy as she is right now. Oh man, what I would have loved to show you all her cookings and all the neat stuff that she does in the kitchen. Man, can she cook. Here's a woman that grew up with nothing, absolutely nothing. They didn't know how to cook because, well, there was nothing to cook. But when she got here in the States, she started experimenting, braving it out, watching YouTube, watching some Filipino channels, experimenting, and every time we go to a Filipino party or restaurant, she would try to investigate what's in it, how they cook it. Oh, I tell you what, man, if you don't think that she's a good cook, almost every one of her friends comes over to our house, brings all the ingredients, you know, the meat and all that stuff, and they would let her cook it, and she doesn't charge anything. She just she just cooks the food, and of course she gets half of the food that she cooks. Right? I mean, that makes sense. Instead of her charging her friends for cooking this and that, she just, you know, take whatever she wants out of that cooking, and the family, our family, gets a free meal out of it. Except for her labor and the electric. But hey, food is expensive, so I think it's a great deal. What else is going on? Oh, Jackie, as you guys know, Jackie works at Blue Harbor, and she managed to save up, oh, I don't know, I bet you Jackie's got like $1,000 in her savings. She went out to get herself a brand spanking new, I think they call it Xbox. I asked her what it was. It said something about a console, and you put something in it, and you play around with this toggle switch and all that, and I don't know. But somewhere it's like Xbox One, I think it is called. The darn thing costs like $300 some, man. but she bought it out of her own money. So that made me really proud of her, you know. It just, she is now part of the workforce. She's contributing into the society. She's not mooching to the government. She's paying her dues and her taxes. She's learning the value of work and, you know, how hard it is. And although she's got a long, long way to go, but I think she's off to a good start. My wife and I finally succumbed to buying a flat screen TV after get this, one of our neighbors, we used to have a really small box TV, right? One of our neighbors just down the road, I don't know, about 4 houses down, threw away a really large TV. I don't know, that thing must have been like 8 years old. It was a flat screen TV, but it had one of those really big housing box, you know, not like the TV that you buy now at Walmart or whatever. So anyway, Mary, our neighbor, tosses out a TV in the curb there in the sidewalk. And I asked her, I said, what's wrong with it? She said, nothing. This is the remote control is gone, but it still works. I said, really? So I brought that home, right? And sure enough, it works. And we've been using it at the house for about 3.5 years. Although once in a while, it goes out on you, and you have to wait till it cools down, and it works again for a couple weeks. And every time you walk on the floor real hard, the picture kind of flickers. But I tell you what, that big box TV was working in our living room for 3.5 years. My wife and I said, well, you know what we ought to do? We ought to put a little Christmas ribbon and a big sign that says, thank you, Mary. Put it back in her front yard. Put a big thank you on it. Don't worry, we didn't do it. One of my wife's co-workers, boyfriend, I guess, or husband, picked it up. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. They're gonna take it apart, sell it for parts or some kind of a gizmo, whatever. And the one that we bought was a Samsung. Oh, don't ask me what model it is. I have no clue. It was pretty cool. Got to assemble all the TV stands and all that stuff. And so all weekend long, last week and weekend, it was very nice. It was a very relaxing time at home. It could have been worse. That something happened that was a little bit, I don't know what the word would be, but Now we're back to work. 25 days, 24 days, well, 23, since gotta be home by Christmas Eve, right? So if I was gonna be home Christmas Eve, they usually will send me on the 23rd. I would also like to address some of your comments out there, or most of your comments. I know that you guys been sending me messages and all that stuff. I just can't get to it. Boy. There's just so many comments out there. You would have a better, I would have a better chance of replying if you messaged me on Facebook. You can find me on Facebook with the same name, JBG Travels. Once in a while I'm able to get to the comments on YouTube, but there's so many of you out there. Not that I'm complaining, by the way. By the way, I would like to say hello and greetings to Idakis, I don't know. In Bisaya, that would be pronounced as Iadakis. My dear friend Idakis, I am sorry I am not able to always answer your questions and comments on YouTube, but if you private message me on Facebook, yes, I will do my best to reply to your questions. Alright, looks like Hopkins, Minnesota is 275 miles from here, roughly 4 hours and 39 minutes. Our next stop hopefully will not be until the TA in Hudson, Wisconsin, which is exit 4 on I-94 in Wisconsin. So I'll catch you guys later. Once again, thank you so very much for all the prayers and well-wishers and watching my silly videos, and thank you. Alright, John to be good here. Have a good ungodly day, everybody, and peace.